Children, in this video, we shall understand the chapter, The Parrot Who Wouldn't Talk. Let's see learning objectives. Through this chapter, you'll understand a story on the theme of a parrot who wouldn't talk at the beginning but later learned to mimic. Contextual, inferential and extrapolative questions, decision-making skills and empathy, listening to a passage and sequencing sentences, and writing a short summary. Let's read about the author. Ruskin Bond is a well-known Indian author of children's books. Born in 1934 in Kasauli, he has spent most of his life in the lap of the Himalayas. He wrote his first novel, The Room on the Roof, when he was 17. He has written 30 novels for children and more than 100 short stories. He has been writing for more than 50 years now. He lives with his adopted family near Missouri. Let's read the summary. The Parrot Who Wouldn't Talk is a story of a parrot who couldn't talk when first bought by its owner. The owner, Aunt Ruby, fed up with the parrot's inability to live up to her expectations, would make nasty comments about the bird. The bird flies away one day, but returns later to mimic the owner with the same comments that she had once made at the bird. The twist in the tale comes with the parrot ultimately learning the art of mimicry and trying to take sweet revenge on its owner. Now let's understand the story in detail. In this story, which is written in the first person, the author's aunt decides to keep a parrot as a pet. She also decides to teach it how to talk. How successful is she in her efforts? Let's read this humorous story by the well-known author Ruskin Bond to find out. Let's get started. Aunt Ruby bought a parrot and kept it in an ornamental cage. She tried hard to teach the parrot to talk, but it would not talk. In fact, the parrot disliked the aunt from the very beginning. One day, when the aunt asked the parrot for a kiss and put her face close to the cage, the parrot in anger knocked her specs off her nose. She felt humiliated. She stopped feeding the parrot, started making faces at it, and saying nasty things to it. The author, who was just 10 years old, was given the duty to feed the parrot. He lovingly executed his duty. The parrot seemed to like him. One day, he deliberately left the door of the cage open. The parrot flew away. After a few days, it started visiting them frequently, perhaps to have its favorite food from the author. Whenever it happened to see Aunt Ruby, it would repeat the same nasty things to her which she used to utter. This made Aunt feel embarrassed. Children, remember, birds are meant to be free and not to be confined to cages. The parrot loved and trusted the author and so flew back to the veranda to get some green chilies. But its natural habitat is the forest, garden or orchard where it can fly wherever it wishes. Thank you, children.